there, busy kids. Welcome to the second lesson of our Busy Kids Play Church Music course. Today's sacred song that we're going to learn is Jesus Loves Me. And you might be familiar with this one. It's okay if you're not. My mom used to sing this to me. I sing it with my kids. I've taught it to the Sunday school choir. We have children's books that have the lyrics to it. So it's a very popular one and a good one to have in your repertoire. That means a good one that you can play whenever you'd like. That's always ready at your fingertips. So we're going to be taking a closer look at something called rests. If you're in my level 2 program or even my level 1 program, you've learned a little bit about rest. So this is probably going to be some review for you, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and review the rest and then we'll take a look at our song. This zigzaggy rest here is our quarter rest or our ta rest. How many beats does a quarter note or a ta note receive? If you said 1, you're correct. So when we see this rest, we're going to count 1 beat of silence. What about this rest right here? If you said half rest, you're correct. This is our half rest. I always remember this rest because it looks like a hat, and hat sounds like half. So half rest looks like a hat. So our half rest gets 2 beats, the same as what kind of note? If you said a half note, then you're correct. This upside down hat here, this is called a whole rest. It's a whole measure rest. So if we're in 3/4 time, it'll be 3 beats. If we're in 4/4 time, it'll be 4 beats. If we're in 2/4 time, it'll be 2 beats. And I remember the name of this rest because it kind of looks like a hole in the ground, like I could crawl in there and take a nice long rest. So that's how I remember that this upside down hat, this hole, is a whole measure rest. So this is going to get a whole measure of silence. So let's take a look at Jesus Loves Me, and you can find these rests in your piece of music. Whoop. Do you see the quarter rests in the first measure? Right here and right here. What's this kind of rest? If you said a half rest, you're correct. Do you see any whole measure rests in the first line? Right here and here. So the left hand is going to be completely quiet for these 2 measures of silence. Now I also want to point out our time signature here. Typically we have numbers like 4/4 or 3/4. This time we have a letter C. Now C stands for common time. And common time is the same as 4/4 time, which means 4 beats per measure, and the ta note or the quarter notes receive 1 beat. All right, I want to point out a couple other things to you. We have some dotted half note rhythms here, so be sure you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. And then be sure at the end that you're observing this rest. You hold this last note 3 beats, and then you have a rest. Remember to watch for these slurs to tell you to play everything underneath the slur connected, and then you'll lift, and then you'll play everything under this slur connected. Lift, everything connected, nice and legato. So let's take a closer look at this piece on our keys. Let's take a look at our hand position. It's going to be a little bit different than Abide With Me. My right hand is going to have finger 1 on D, so this is similar to Abide With Me. But then my left hand is going to have finger 1 on B. So no fingers playing the C key there. This is how my hand position is going to look. Now I'm going to play the first line for you. I want you to hear how I connect the first phrase, lift, and then connect the second phrase. So listen closely. Did you hear how I broke at the end of the first phrase? So it's kind of like a period at the end of the sentence there. Now this time you try it with me. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. I think you'll be able to figure out line 2 on your own, but let's take a look at the third line, starting from measure 9. Yes, Jesus loves me. I want to make sure we get our rhythm correct here. So let's just listen and count while I play this time. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you try playing it with me. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now take a look at your hands. Are they still in the correct position? Or did you start to slide the hands in one direction or the other? Make sure you're keeping them in this position for the entire piece. Let's try the last line now. Just listen and count this time. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, rest. Now, did you hear how I broke after loves me before I started the next slur? So be sure that you're lifting on that G before you start the second slur. Let's try that line together. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, off. How'd you do? That last part's a little tricky, so if you need to spend some extra time with it, that's okay. All right, as I always do at the end of my lesson videos, I'm going to play this song for you. You can try playing it along with me when you're ready, or you can just listen and make sure that your playing sounds like mine, that you're hitting the right notes, you're connecting things together, you're keeping fingers round and firm, all that good stuff. So here's Jesus Loves Me.